they decided what to do with me?
Yes, madam.
What do they plan to do with me?
I don't know, madam.
When will I be told?
Soon, madam.
Will they come to tell me?
Yes, madam.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
I will let you know when they come.
So I'll wait. Here. While they come to tell me, while they take their time to come to tell me that my time is up. Maybe a minute, or 2, or an hour, maybe a day, or even a week, but they will come. Why did he give me these? I thought they were banned in England years ago. I could be wrong. Like I was wrong to come here. Like I was wrong to think that I could love him if only I tried. I was wrong all along. I should have stayed home. No, I mustn't cry. I knew this was coming. Once he sent me away. I wonder what happens when they come to take me away. Do I get carried off like a pirate's plunder, or do they kiss my hand like they used to and say, "Madam, I'm sorry, but we must arrest you"? Does it matter what for? No. But then what? Do they kill me as soon as I get there? And where is there? The tower or somewhere else? How do they kill me? Who will be there, and with what do they kill me? I wish there was a way to prepare for the end. That way you could be ready, be dignified about it, have an honorable death. I'm tired of waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. You are the last person I'd expect to see here. Forgive me, madam. I thought I was alone. So did I. I thought they sent all my ladies away.
Not me. Well, I was sent away, but then they asked me to come back.
They.
Yeah! You know, Uncle Thomas, Grandmama, that funny-smelling old bishop, you know, all those people, them.
Yes. Did they say why?
Yeah. They wanted me to keep you company. You know, to make sure that someone did your laundry.
You're here to spy on me. To gather more evidence. It's all right, Kitty. You don't need to feel ashamed.
But it's wrong, and you haven't done anything.
Sit. One thing I've come to understand about the English is that they like to do things honestly. When they can. In my case, they could just make up evidence against me. That I was a whore, or a witch, or something like that. But they'd prefer that I'd actually done something horrible. That I really was a whore, or a witch. That's why you're here. Am I right?
May I speak plainly? I don't understand what the point is. If the king feels so guilty about killing you without evidence, then he shouldn't try to kill you to begin with.
Oh, but Kitty, my husband decided to do that. You'd still be some girl in the countryside, not his future wife.
Madam,
Anna. My name is Anna. Everyone here calls me Madam or Your Grace or whatnot, and soon no one will say my name at all. So for once, I'd like to be called who I am. Anna.
I was told never to call the queen by her first name.
What does it matter? Soon a stone will have more life than I, and you can call me whatever you like.
Anna, then.
Good. So, tell me. How is Henry these days?
He's lighter than air. He's actually up and running now. The doctor, that smelly old man, you know, what's that guy's name? He said, "Oh no, he shan't do that, it'll kill him." And I said, "It'll kill him if he sits in that smelly old chair all day, shitting all the time, while you poke him with your pins and needles. He needs to get up." So, now I wake him up early. We go out to the gardens, he picks out the best roses for me. That's what he calls me, you see. My rose without a thorn. And I have 50 ladies waiting on me, and I don't have to do any chores anymore.
I'm sorry. What does he call you?
My rose without a thorn.
How romantic.
Well, it's stupid and unoriginal, really. Ugly Joan Bulmer back at Grandmama's house gets called that all the time by her pimply face suitor. You know, what's his name?
I don't know this particular what's-his-name. Is he a sibling of the first what's-his-name or a cousin of the other what's-his-name?
You don't need to be snotty about it. It's not like I wanted him to fall in love with me.
I don't believe you. Who wouldn't want to fall in love with my husband?
Anyone with a brain.
But think of the power that comes with his love. The jewels, the clothes, the dances, all of the young men of the world at your feet.
That's just silly. I've already got a man in love with me. See? This is Francis. Isn't he pretty?
You had better burn that locket before anyone can find it.
Why? He gave it to me when we promised to marry. I did tell him to sod off when Uncle said the king wanted to court me.
Do you understand the concept of Caesar's wife?
Who's Caesar?
Never mind that. The point is, my mother told me this before I left for England. The point is that whoever married Caesar had to be above all suspicion. Since he was so powerful, so mighty, his wife could not give him a single reason to be displeased with her, or else he would have to kill her.
I don't get it.
I am Caesar's wife now. You will be Caesar's wife next. You cannot give him any hint that you love another man, even for a moment, or he will strike.
But he loves me.
He loved your cousin too before he chopped off her head.
Cousin? You mean that Boleyn woman? The one we're not supposed to talk about?
Yes, there will be two Annes that can't be talked about.
But my cousin was a whore. Everyone knows that.
You should be ashamed of yourself to insult your kinswoman like that.
No, just a second. She was guilty of adultery.
She was innocent.
5 men slept with her, if I remember.
She was innocent.
Including her brother.
It's a lie. I know it's a lie because I looked into it. When they hauled Cromwell away, I looked at his papers. There was a letter in there from my husband, and it said in so many words, "Kill her. Make it all up if you have to, but kill her. I will marry another." You are not marrying a man. You are marrying a monster. A monster who spent 2 years trying to get me to marry him, only to take one look at me and say, "I hate her." I thought I could love him. I really did. But then it hit me. If he didn't like me, nothing else mattered. I was a dead woman the moment he saw me.
What do I do? How do I keep him with me?
I'd say that having a baby boy would help, but after our wedding night, I don't think that's possible.
So he is impotent. Oh my God.
He sprawled on top of me for an hour like a beached whale trying to, well, you know, but he just couldn't.
Anna, I'm so afraid.
So am I, Kitty. But you, at least, will know what to expect. I didn't. So maybe you'll make it until his body bursts with all the fat and grease in him. You can forget the young man? I think you might.
I will never love him. Never.
But you must, for if you don't, he will suspect you love another. Remember, Kitty, Caesar's wife.
Caesar's wife can go to hell.
Agreed. She can get the bloody rot. Is that how you say it?
Yes. May Caesar's wife get the bloody rot.
I will miss you, Kitty. I really will.
When do they come for you?
Soon. That's all I know. Soon. Kitty, I don't know what to expect. What do I say? Where do I go? How do I prepare for this?
Well, it's quite simple, really.
Simple?
Yes, I mean, I've seen it happen to bunches of people. Uncle Thomas took me to an execution once, so I know all about it.
What happens first?
Well, first they come to formally arrest you. They'll say, "Your Grace, we are here to arrest you for high treason. You do not need to pack your belongings. You will come with us by boat to the tower." And so you go. It's good form to smile as you go, but if you're the dramatic type, you could kick and scream and all of that.
And then?
And then they'll put you in a barge and row you down the Thames to the Tower of London. You'll pass under London Bridge where, well, you'll probably see a few of the heads of your fellow traitors, or lovers in this case, I guess. And then you'll row through Traitor's Gate, and they'll lead you upstairs to your room.
No dungeon.
Not for the important people like you and me. Some of the nicer rooms up near the walls get used.
That sounds rather awkward. Do they give you a pillow and bed sheets for a good night's sleep?
Yeah, I think so. After all, they don't want you to be tired for the next day. Oh, and a priest will come to hear your confessions. You know, write down your last requests, say a few prayers with you, that sort of thing.
And in the morning?
In the morning, the constable of the tower will come. The balding man with the runny nose, old Master Kingston. Master Kingston will come, and he'll lead you to the courtyard. Only a few people, some nobles, a few ambassadors, that kind of a crowd. And the executioner, of course, will be there.
What does he kill you with?
Well, in Anne Boleyn's case, it was a sword. Sharp, clean, quick. But that's an exception. They usually use an axe.
Do you say anything?
Oh, sure. It's considered proper, decent even to say something before they kill you. You'll climb onto a scaffold and say a few words. Something like, "Good people, I have been justly condemned and deserve this terrible fate. I urge you to heed my warning and never commit my crime. I urge you to pray for our Lord, our most gracious King. May he rule over us forever. And finally, I urge you to pray for my troubled, tortured soul." So, that's what you say, or something like that. And then the executioner will get down on one knee, and he'll ask you to forgive him for what he's about to do. And you'll say, "I forgive you." And you'll give him a coin, which you've been given beforehand for the purpose. Like I said, everything's prepared in advance.
And how does it end?
Well, first you're blindfolded.
Really?
Yeah, they don't want you to see the blow coming, or you might get scared or wiggle or something. So then someone there ties it around your eyes. And then you kneel next to the block.
Well, what's it shaped like?
Well, it's kind of shaped like a basket, only the basket's upside down.
Right.
Is that my... Oh, right.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, then you kneel next to the block. Do you mind?
Oh, sorry.
And then you give the man the signal to swing.
And so it ends.
Well, for you at least. Then the man who cuts off your head, he'll hold it up to the crowd and say, "Behold, the head of a traitor!" Or something like that. And then everyone applauds and goes home.
That does seem rehearsed.
Yeah, almost like a play.
Are they here?
I'm not interrupting something, am I?
Are they here?
Your Grace, the king has sent some documents for you to look over.
Documents?
He has decided that if you are willing to agree to a divorce, he will be most generous in paying for your well-being.
Divorce? I'm not being arrested.
He is being generous, isn't he? Madam, I imagine you would be loath to leave your majesty's side, but I suggest you at least consider his offer.
Consider. My God, get me the pen and ink and I'll sign it right now.
As you wish, madam.
Congratulations. I really am happy for you.
I'll have to go see the document myself. Will you be my witness when I sign it?
He'd appreciate the irony, no doubt. You go ahead. I need to pick up the laundry. And so, I prepare.